They lived large in a luxury hotel and traveled the world on a cruise ship. But the cast members of The Suite Life have all gone in different directions ever since the show ended. So where are Zack, Cody, and Mr. Moseby now? Dylan Sprouse and his twin brother Cole were just 12 years old when The Suite Life of Zack and Cody made its Disney Channel debut. When the series ended after 3 seasons, it wasn't the end. Their adventures continued with The Suite Life on deck. After the twins had spent 3 years on the high seas, they were 18 and wanted to exert some creative control. Dylan told Vulture that their ideas were shot down, saying, "I mean, we had a really awesome idea for where the show needed to go. I don't think Disney were willing to work with us, really ever. So we stopped the show." The Sprouses spent the next few years attending NYU. After graduating, Dylan appeared in a few movies, including Tiger Tiger, My Fake Boyfriend, and Beautiful Disaster. Along the way, he developed another interest beyond acting, brewing mead. Dylan's appreciation for the honey-based alcoholic beverage led him to co-found Brooklyn's All Wise Meadery. As Sprouse told Vanity Fair, his goal was twofold. He wanted to have an engaging enterprise to fall back on when he wasn't acting, along with a business venture that would provide a steady income. He elaborated, "I think that if you are an actor or you are an entertainer and you don't invest money in something that is more stable than the commission job that is acting, then you are a fool."
All of this work has been done between different acting jobs and trying my hardest to look fashionable at bizarre cocktail parties for the vampire aristocracy.
In July 2023, Dylan married his longtime partner, Barbara Palvin. While attending NYU alongside his brother Dylan, Cole Sprouse developed an interest in archaeology. So much so that he considered giving up acting to pursue his passion for geographical information systems and satellite imaging. He also developed a reputation as a sought-after photographer, and his work has appeared in prestigious outlets, including Vogue and Condé Nast Traveler. However, the lure of Hollywood proved too attractive to pass up when Sprouse was offered the role of Jughead Jones in Riverdale, a dark Twin Peaks-like take on the iconic Archie comics. The show became a hit, and Sprouse suddenly found himself in high demand. During his Riverdale hiatuses, he landed starring roles in the movies 5 Feet Apart and Moonshot. He also dated his co-star Lily Reinhart for several years, but the two broke up in 2020. After 7 successful seasons, Riverdale ended its run in 2023. While Sprouse considers which projects to take on next, he told Drew Barrymore that one that is definitely not on the table is a return to The Suite Life.
I'm asked all the time if Dylan and I are going to do a Suite Life reboot, and I go, no, absolutely not.
Well, then I'll skip the next question.
Brenda Song was a standout in her role as hotel heiress London Tipton on The Suite Life of Zack and Cody, as well as its spin-off series, The Suite Life on Deck. After The Suite Life wrapped production, Song made a concerted effort to shed her reputation as a Disney star by tackling edgier, more adult roles. These included a part in the 2010 feature The Social Network, a 4-episode appearance in Scandal, a multi-episode stint in the Grey's Anatomy spin-off Station 19, and a series regular role on the Hulu comedy Dollface. In 2019, she starred in the thriller Secret Obsession, which became a massive hit for Netflix when it was streamed by more than 40 million households within its first 28 days of release. Since 2017, Song has been in a relationship with one of the few people out there who understands the difficulty of being a former child star, Macaulay Culkin. During the course of their relationship, the couple have welcomed 2 children into the world together. In 2020, Song celebrated Culkin's 40th birthday with a sweet tribute on Instagram, writing, "I could sit here and write endlessly about how wonderful, kind, loving, genuine, loyal, honest, brilliant, and hilarious you are, and how grateful I am that I get to share and do this life thing with you. But firstly, that would take me an eternity. And secondly, you won't even see this because you don't ever use Instagram." Ashley Tisdale rose to fame on the Disney Channel, and it was all thanks to her time as Maddie Fitzpatrick, the Tipton Hotel's candy counter clerk and the subject of Zack's affection. Tisdale was still a cast member on the show when she appeared in the Disney Channel movie High School Musical, a massive hit that spawned 2 sequels and propelled her to a successful music career. Her first album, Headstrong, was released in 2007. Followed by Guilty Pleasure in 2009 and Symptoms in 2019. Tisdale continued dividing her time between music and acting, lending her voice to various animated series like Phineas and Ferb. Tisdale also built up an impressive array of screen credits on television, including roles as an escort on Sons of Anarchy and the daughter of Patricia Heaton's character in the CBS sitcom Carol's Second Act. She also served as one of the judges on The Masked Dancer, Fox's short-lived offshoot of The Masked Singer. Tisdale's life took a different turn in March 2021 when she and her husband, Christopher French, welcomed their first daughter, Jupiter Iris. Tisdale admitted to Parade that she's become choosier about projects since becoming a mom, saying, "I think for me and acting, I have to be really excited and passionate about it to go do a role." Even before his role as the uptight but well-meaning Mr. Moseby on Sweet Life, Phill Lewis already had quite the acting resume. He'd appeared on well-known shows like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, The Wayans Bros, and Friends. Even during his Sweet Life days, Lewis made time for appearances in popular series like Scrubs and How I Met Your Mother, and he's done voice work for American Dad and The Healing Powers of Dude. Since his time with Disney, however, the longtime actor has primarily shifted his focus to behind the camera. Lewis has directed multiple television episodes, including Netflix's Mr. Iglesias, CBS's Be Positive, Disney's Funked, and the revivals of Punky Brewster and iCarly. Lewis even dipped his toe into the world of animation when he directed the Politics episode for One Day at a Time. Discussing his experience, Lewis told Variety, "The most important part was knowing the actors as well as I did. I think that really helped alleviate any stress going from live action to animation." With plenty of knowledge being in front of and behind the camera, Lewis's career in entertainment clearly isn't slowing down anytime soon.
Why don't we just relax? We'll turn on the radio. Would you like am or film?
Disney fans remember Kim Rhodes as Carrie Martin, caring mother of Zack and Cody and lounge singer at the Tipton Hotel. Of course, Rhodes isn't just known for playing Carrie. Before her time with Disney Channel, she was a soap star who played Cindy on Another World. After the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Rhodes appeared on the popular CW series Supernatural, where she played the recurring character Sheriff Jody Mills. Rhodes also made appearances in Criminal Minds and Criminal Minds Beyond Borders as Linda Barnes. Rhodes doesn't just act for shows and movies, though. Since the beginning of her career, she's voice acted for characters in video games. More recently, she was the English voice of Mariko Hayodo in Persona 5 Strikers. Rhodes made the casting announcement on her social media, saying, "Today, I am allowed to officially tell you I had the immense privilege to be a part of this stunning and exciting game. Truly one of my favorite roles and experiences." Fans of both Disney Channel and the Persona series definitely got a treat hearing the actor take on the part. During his Disney days, Adrian R'Mante was known for playing Esteban, the hilarious and kind-hearted bellman of the Tipton Hotel. His character was incredibly hardworking, and it's later revealed in Sweet Life on Deck that he managed to earn the position of assistant night manager.
No one calls Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya de Rosa Ramirez a thief.
No one's got the time.
Like his beloved character, R'Mante has kept himself busy, expanding his impressive acting resume. He has appeared on various popular crime series including 24 and NCIS Los Angeles. He's even jumped over to the big screen, playing the role of Peter Blair for the 2019 film Twice the Dream. And he played the character again 2 years later in Even in Dreams. In addition to his acting work, R'Mante is also a family man. He married Mayara Reina in a private ceremony in 2018, and they share a daughter named Ara and a son named Ian. Both of the kids are prominently featured on R'Mante's social media. Fans of The Sweet Life could never forget Brian Stepanek's portrayal of Arwen Hochhauser, the eccentric hotel engineer with a crush on Zack and Cody's mom. His comedic moments and zany ideas have definitely made a lasting impression. But considering Stepanek's impressive acting resume, his Disney days are hardly all he's remembered for. Stepanek's versatility has seen him making appearances on both the big and small screen. His various roles have spanned from popular films such as 2007's Transformers to commercial work for well-known brands like DiGiorno and Fruit of the Loom. His more recent appearances include roles on Nicky, Ricky, Dickie and Dawn, and Young Sheldon. Fans of the animated show The Loud House might recognize his voice there. In 2018, during an interview with Trunk Space, Stepanek stated, "The show reminds me of Charlie Brown at times. These characters really like and support each other. I come from a large family, and so the Loud family is very familiar to me in that regard." Stepanek has also appeared as the character in the live-action Loud House movies. Zack and Cody's red-headed friend Bob would occasionally visit them at the Tipton Hotel. But actor Charlie Stewart took part in more than just Disney Channel originals. Stewart also made appearances in television shows including ER, Seventh Heaven, and Malcolm in the Middle. He also appeared on the big screen in the 2001 Rob Schneider comedy The Animal and the Disney holiday franchise film The Santa Claus 3: The Escape Clause. Even after his time on The Sweet Life came to an end, Stewart continued to gain notoriety with guest appearances on Bones and How I Met Your Mother. His acting credits continued up until 2013, with Stewart's last released entertainment role being Ollie in the 2013 comedy film The Secret Lives of Dorks. In recent years, Stewart appears to have taken a step back from acting. Even though it's been a while, he might just surprise his fans by returning to the entertainment industry. To the kids watching The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody as it aired, Estelle Harris was Muriel, the hotel maid. But to their parents, she was the mother of one of the most iconic characters in television history. In the 90s, Harris was broadcast into millions of American homes as Estelle Costanza, the high-strung and overbearing mother of George in Seinfeld.
He looks ridiculous in that thing.
You have no eye for fashion.
I have no eye for fashion!
All right.
Seinfeld was a high point of Harris's career, but that and The Sweet Life were far from her only acting credits. A year after the show about nothing ended, she joined the Pixar universe as Mrs. Potato Head in Toy Story 2. But her most iconic role always cast a shadow over everything else she did. As she put it, "I was very successful, BS, before Seinfeld. But Seinfeld, really everyone watches it." Harris elaborated that her time as Mrs. Costanza led to opportunities that she wouldn't have received otherwise, saying, "Everyone is thrilled with it, all ages. And of course, it opened doors. It was a delightful 6 years." After a long and fruitful career that extended from the 1970s all the way to the 2010s, Harris died in 2022 at the age of 93.